What is going on, YouTube? JP here. We are looking at futures right now. If you swung some puts, we're looking pretty. We're down zero point 0.1 on the ES and 0.3 on the NASDAQ. So we swung some SPY puts. They were runners by the end of the day. We did bag hold a little bit. I did not anticipate the strength into the end of the day before the sell-off, but because my conviction was strong on the sell-off, I held through on puts, re-entered in a few times, and then ended up with a few runners. So we're sitting in puts here, and the reason for that is I don't want to trade too heavy because we're in this zone of choice. It's hesitation. There's too high of IV and not enough conviction for me to want to trade extremely heavy. The next time I want to trade heavy is a long trade. So I traded pretty heavy on the puts, and then now we're in this little hesitation zone. The next time I want to go long is either all the way down in our C zone, which would be 438 on SPY to 441, or all the way up past the high of 1. Both of these would be indicative that this correction is over, that we're done with this mess that's getting a lot of traders into trouble. So those are the two things I'm looking for there. And then for today, though, I do expect that this will pan out into an ABC. So I do think that we'll see the downside we want on SPY today. So I am going to hold those runners a little bit. So this is my SPY chart. It's a little bit dirtier just because it's showing after hours, but we are trading 446, and we swung the 446 puts expiring tomorrow. So for today, ideally, we see a breakdown, and as soon as it breaks down, we'll test the bottom of these ranges. So if we open below the low of yesterday, I'm fairly confident that we'll hit our 2 zone today, which would be a nice 6-point drop. So for today, I am expecting a little bit of blood. The alternative would be a push up, and then a push down, and then another push up. That would be a zigzag correction rather than a full ABC. If we do see the zigzag, then we can expect wave 3 would be extended. Alright, that's all I got for today. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a messy video. I did get out of the gym late, and that is always going to be my priority is getting to the gym in the morning, but I did want to get a video out. So expectations for today, bearish, but still not in a zone I want to trade heavy. As soon as we hit that 448 on SPY, or 438 to 442 range, I'm much more inclined to go heavy. Long, and then I will always wait for confirmation though. So just because it enters this range, I'm not entering. It might turn into a massive ABC where this is A, this is B, and C would be 1 times the length of A from B. You know, that would put us all the way down to $400 range. Anyways, because we want to avoid that, the next trade I want to take is heavy long. That means I need to be above, so either this range or below. We're in my pivot zone, but when it enters the pivot zone, whenever you take a trade, you do want to wait for confirmation. So you would see decreased volume, and then a little bit of consolidation, and then a support broken. When you see all those things happen on, say, something like a 30-minute, then it becomes very indicative of large buyers stepping in and picking up here, and that'll trap all of the bears, and we'll be in when the calls are dirt cheap, relatively dirt cheap. Nothing's dirt cheap when the implied volatility is this high, and we'll be able to catch a nice move up. The next move I do suspect will bring us back to the 470 range, and that's following either the ABC correction, which would bring us to 438, or the zigzag or double zigzag correction, which would look something like a flat. So think a wedge or a cup and handle. That would be a failed ABC. There's too many buyers. The sellers aren't able to get us down to the 0.618. The large buyers who want in down here don't wait for it. They buy up here. anyways, that's all we got for today. I'll keep the video 5 minutes. Maybe we'll work on adding some like intros and exits to the videos in the futures, but for now I think these are working fine. So stay tuned. We'll post the trades again today, and if you haven't joined yet, make sure to check out the Discord. It's got some pretty awesome free content. Cheers.